Hello everyone, welcome to the Nilesh Technology. This is the video number 20 for the mini project 2 for the ToDo operations using the props, components and use state. So in last video we already saw a one movie listing mini project. Okay, so you go to that the playlist, you will get the video number 19 for the mini project 1. This is the beginner projects. If you are good familiar with the components, hooks and props, then you can, as a learner purpose or as a practice purpose, you can do that project. Okay, so let's start it. We go to the VS Code. So in that VS Code I copy the hello world program into this and I just ready the project structure. So once I copy all the files, then hit the npmi. After that you can start the server. So the server is started. Let me open the inspect. This is the console window. There is still no error. Fine. Okay, so this is the index.js, the hello ReactJS. So let me add some basic thing regarding the ToDo, like the one input field, then one list, one heading, like that, and then after that we can design using the some CSS code. In this video we also see how we can add the Google fonts, how we can add the icons, like that. Okay, so inside this, let me add a one main div. This is the let me give the class name is like this is the main div. There is one more div inside, and this is the center div, or what we say that the title of that the application. So like the to-do list, h1 to-do list. Okay, then there is one input field, input type equal to text, placeholder is like add item. Okay, after that there is one button like to add the item into that list, and there is one order list. OL is for the order list. Inside that, let me just add the item like the wake up 5 a.m. then breakfast 6 a.m. like that. So this is the basic design. Fine, let me some design some things to here. So before that, I think in last video I added the railway font. Okay, so I think one thing is pending to that the video. So how we get the Google font link and implement to that the CSS. Okay, so before that, let me go to the index.css and import the index.css in here. Fine, so let me add some global CSS code star. So like the all side of margin is a 0 pixel, all side of padding is a 0 pixel, then the box size is that the border box. Okay, and let me add the font family is like the Arial. Okay, so currently I just added the Arial font. Then later I will show you how to add the font. So see, the Arial font is added. Okay, so go to the Google and search the Google font. Okay, go to the link fonts.google.com. Okay, and inside that search the railway font. This is a standard font. Okay, you can use it in your application. So I think because of resolution. Okay, fine. So yeah, I think the UI is some change. Yeah, this is the railway font. See, so it's look like this is the 300, 200. Okay, this is the railway font. If you want to get this font, click on this button, get font. You can also download it by offline, or if you want the directly online link, then click on this get embedded code, and yeah, you can import as a CSS. So this part is for the CSS. Okay, so let me copy this line, copy, go to the source code and import here, view word wrap. Yeah, so I can import the Google font, and the railway font is there. So let me test it. For example, there is no font, so it's look like the by default the Times New Roman, and when we use the font family, the railway, so see the font is changed, railway font is applied. So see the focus on the W, how it's look, and see in here W, back, see the W. So it's applied successfully. So like that you can add the multiple fonts. Let me add one more, Josephine. Yeah, Josephine Sans. This font is also good. Okay, let me add this one. Get embedded code, go to the import, copy this import line, copy, go to your code and import the another font. You can import the multiple fonts as well. So for example, this is the Josephine Sans. When I add in here, you can use the space. So see, that is applied. So like that you can apply the multiple fonts in your application. So okay, that is done. Now let me add the main div CSS part. So in the main div, without wasting any time, I just add the one CSS code. So I said the width is 100%, height is 100 VH. Okay, so it's a vertical height. Background, I just set this color. You can set it any background color. Let me set some light color. Background color, then or dark color, I think set the some light color. Okay, display flex direction row wise, justify content center, align item center, text align center. So everything is look in a center. Let me save it. So see, so it's added to the center. Okay, so it's a main div, so a whole div is in a center. Now the another one is that the center div is I set to the internal div, means that this content, the main div is like you are the outside, and center div is your the inside section. So let's see here, center due. So I said the 25% is width, height is 80 VH. I set the background color, box shadow and the border radius. Let me save it. So see, like that. I think as per my resolution, I think 100% is looking good, but for your, I just increase the some font, so you can adjust it accordingly. Okay, let me, I think remove the inspect, but it's fine. I think best you can increase the width and set the 50% till now, or 70%. Later I can again reset it. Okay, 60% is okay, it's looking good, and it's okay for the background color. Okay, then internal, the H1 is there for the to-do list heading. So let me set some color to that, the H1. Okay, so let me change the some background color. This one. I just keep the some spaces, margin bottom, some space, and set some shadow. So it's look like this one. So it's to-do list. I think border radius is here. Its radius is gone. So here I just add a one BR. Yeah. Okay, fine. I think looking good. Okay, here I set one more BR. Fine. The title is looking good, to-do list. Now set the input field. This is the input box. Okay. So for that input, so text align is center, height is 30 pixel, top space is there. Then we set the outline color, border bottom color. I think we set the same color. Which one? This one, blue violet. Okay, I think it's look like this. Okay, so we remove the outline border. Outline is none. Then we set the width is 60%. Okay, so that's why left and right space is gone. Font weight we set the 500, so it's look like this. Background is transparent. Okay, and border is none. So like that we set it, the input field. Then we go to the button or the plus icon. So see, let me add the some things for the button one by one. So for that button we set the minimum height is 40 pixel and width is 40 pixel though. So width and height is same. Okay, is 40 pixel, and we set the border radius 50%. So when we set the border radius 50%, it's look like a circle. So we convert this button to the circle format. Okay, then we set the border color as well as background. Okay, so background we also set is that the blue violet. So we remove the border color, this one, and we just keep it as a transparent. Then we set the color and the font size. So I think remove the hash. So text color is a white, background is a blue violet, font size is a 40 pixels. So accordingly that button is looking bigger. Then we set some more. So border none, outline none, margin left, so we kept the some space, box shadow, and so like that this it looking the some shadow. If you don't want, then you can remove it, no problem. So accordingly it look like this way. Okay, so when the button hover, we change the background color. We change the background color green. I think it's okay for that green yellow. No, it's very highlighted color. Golden. Okay, fine. Now coming to the list and the list item. So inside the list we set the margin top 30 pixels, so we got some spaces. And for the li item we set the some capitalization, then we set color as well. So for that color we set again a blue violet color. Okay, so it's look like this one. So font size, align items, font weight, padding, margin top 30. Fine. I think I already used the some 200 pixel zoom, so that's why it's look like this way. Otherwise it look a better. So that to-do list design is ready. If you want to keep the some space onto the margin left, yeah, I think now it's look good. Now our design is ready. Okay, so let me go to the code again. Yeah, so we just add two divs, outer div, inner div, one to-do list heading, one input box, button, and the list. Accordingly we design some CSS part. Now the next thing is that when I click on that button, then I want to trigger one event, or when you enter something into that text field, I want to event some trigger. So for changing the text we use a on change event, and for hitting the button we use a on click event. Okay, so accordingly first we focus on that the input field. I think that section is already covered in some previous videos. Okay, so we use here one state. So const we add it like a input text, set input text. Use state, initially that text is blank. So in here we use a on change input event. Let me add a one function, const input event. Okay, so this is the one function, and for that event object name comma value e dot target dot e dot target. So we just filter out, I think the name is not required, we just filter out the value. So const value equal to e dot target dot value. So we got the value, and I think not required to set the variable, we can directly set it into the set input text e dot target dot value. Okay, and when we hit on button we just display the value. So const add item console.log text equal to comma input text. So see in that button on click equal to add item. So let me save all those changes. Now let's see here, when I click on that button, so that text is blank. When you enter something like hello, click, we got the text whatever we have to input it. Now our next task is that when you click on that plus, then whatever input inside that the text field, we need to add it into an array, because this is the list. Okay, so when you click on that plus, that text will get added to that the list and displayed added to that the list. For example, now currently there are 2 items into that the list. When you click on when you entered hello and click on plus, the third item will get added to the current list. So that's why this is the array of a list, or what we say that array of a string, and inside that we need to add one more string to that the array, and again we need to clear this text field. So that logic we need to implement it. So we go to the again a code. So this is the inputs. Let me add one more state for the array. So the another is like the items, set items. Okay, and initially the array is blank. So we need to here display the items as well. Okay, so when you click on that plus, then with the help of set items, so the bracket element is all the old items. Okay, all the old items. So we return an new array. Okay, your all old items as it is, plus we need to add a new text. This is the input text. So that new text will get added to that the current items array. So initially there is no element, so no elements plus new array. The new array have added a one element. Okay, now the new array have a length of 1 element. Again, when you enter new thing and click on plus button, so the old items have a one element, and again the new items is added. So now the array have 2 elements. So like that it is added to the last, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, like that. Okay, and whatever element is added, I think we displayed here the items, and I think after adding we set the input text again a null, and that text value we set it to here as a value. The input text is a blank. So its value is mapping to this the state. So whatever you entered, then on that time the on change event is triggered. So on change event, so whatever you have to type, it goes to that the input text. Okay, then input text, when you click on that plus button, then it is added to that the array. Then after that we clean the input text state. So now the input text value is empty. So when it will get the empty, when you click on that plus button, so its empty is affected to that the input text, because its value is also get the empty. So let's see the effect. Let me clear, refresh. So for example, you have added the hello plus, it's I think older array. Let me click on that plus. So and this is goes to the it goes to the clean, means that remove all the text, because we set the text here. And why I click on the 2 times, initially it shows the empty array, but my code is after that the set text, set items. Yeah, so there is some trick, or what we say, that there is some mechanism in that the JavaScript, not in a JavaScript, it happens in almost all programming languages. When you consider the line by line execution, so after this line is get to be displayed, but this thing is internal processing, so before that processing next line is get executed. So that item is still not yet added, but before that the previous item is shown, so that's why it's shown empty. And I click one more time, so till that period processing is done and item is added. Let me check one more, like hi plus. So I think I click on that plus button in last, so it's the blank is added, and now the hi is added. Now ToDo. Okay. Oh. So why it's blank is added? So the reason is I set the set input text blank. I think that is it is added in here. Okay, fine. I think the clear thing, now till that period I just remove the clear thing, because that the empty string is get the added. Okay, let me do the hard refresh. Hello plus, then hello 2, hello 3. I think I click on 2 time, that's why it's added the 2 time. Fine, let's see the later, because whatever items is added, let me show in on here. Okay, so it's a items array, so items dot map, and we return the li. This is the what we say that element, and we print the array element. Now let's see. Okay, let me clear again, fresh, hello, plus, it is added, so it's a warning, hello 2, hello 3. Yeah, so it's added in here, but it's not yet displayed in here. Okay, so okay, fine, so we just keep the comment in here. And one more thing is that I think the logic of clearing is correct. We just need to add the value thing. Value input text, and we set, after adding the item, set input text blank. Okay, let's test it. Hard refresh, 1 add, so it's added and text field is removed, added, text field is removed, added, text field is removed. So we remove the warning, this one. So how to remove the warning? In that the items, we just add an index, and that index is goes to the 0, 1, 2, 3. It's unique. Okay, and in li we set the key. Actually in React, when you when any repeated element is rendered, then on that time the React is considered that if in future if you want to retrieve that item, then how React is behave, because React just want to that each item have some unique value or some key value. Okay, so that's why it shows some warning. So now here each li items have a different key value 0, 1, 2, 3. So accordingly it not shows the warning. Remove, refresh. Now see, warning not displayed. Okay, I think the to do section for here it's now working fine. Let me do some more improvisation. For that, the listing part we just add it on a different file. Okay, we create some multiple components. So in src we create a new file, list.js, rafce, and for that the listing part, this one I just want to display, copy in here, display like this way. Copy, paste. So index element, we need to get the data from props. So this is the props dot, we change the text. Okay, if you want index, props dot index. Fine. Let me save. Go to here, and inside that we use a list, and we send the two props. One is index and the another one is that the text. Inside that text we pass the element value. So that element value is goes with the props name text. Okay, let me save it here, refresh it. So it's added. Key list should have a unique key. Sorry, the name is that the key. We set the key in here as well. I think here is not required. Let's see. List key is not a prop. Why it's showing the error? We're not required to pass the index as a props. Okay, we set it directly. Text equal to element. Let me remove this one. Okay, fine. Here we set the key. Yeah, it's working. Okay, now let's add one more feature, delete feature. So inside the front or right side we just add one more button like the delete button. When you click on that delete, the item get deleted. So for that there is a font awesome icon. Let me go to the Google. Font awesome. I just want the direct CDN. There is directly CDN link, this one. And if you want to see the font awesome icons, go to the font awesome. This is the site. There are a lot of icons are here. You can search the any icons. You go to the icons. search the icon for the delete. Okay, this is the version 6.5.2. Here we add the 6.5.2. okay, so all the fonts are in here. You can we can use this trash image, but before that I just want to add this CDN link in our application. So copy this CDN link. So where I can add this CDN link, I just go to the application. So see, in that the index.js, you just add a root element, document.get element root, but where the root is defined inside the public HTML dot index.html, here the root is defined. So you can add the any CSS link, JavaScript link inside this head tag or the inside this file. So we can add it in here. Link rel equal to, this is the style sheet, href. This is the link. Let me add a word wrap. Yeah, href. So the link is added. Let me save. Okay, go to the again list.js. I just want to add, after text, I just want to add one more icon. So let me add one div. Inside that div, this is the list item, and after that item or after or before, let me add one icon. So go to this font item and I just copy this text, copied, paste it. Let me save and go to the React and do the hard refresh. Control Shift R, or if you are using Mac, Command Shift R. Okay, let me add some CSS to this delete icon. Okay, but before that I just give the class name. I think already class name is already there. Class is fa solid and fa trash, and this div, let me give the class name to this, the div. I think my keyboard problem is there. Div class name. So let me give the class name is the ToDo style or anything, is its list or anything. So the class name is fa solid and the div class name is that the ToDo style. So for the ToDo style, let me add some CSS. So we go to the index.css. Okay, and for the ToDo style, let me add a display flex. Oh, display flex direction is row wise, so that's why accordingly the text and the delete icon it shows on a row wise. Justify content left and align item center. So see, it's look like this way. So why the delete icon is shown first? Because I just add a first delete icon, then list name. Fine. Then for that the icon, let me add some width, text color, width and other things. So what is my list icon is a fa solid. Okay, copy, okay. So we set the some width and height. For example, we set the 20 pixel as a width height then we set center, justify content center. So whatever space is got, it align it to the center for the every side. Then we set some background color. Background color, I think same like the blue violet. I think background is transparent. I think for the instead of background we set the color. Yeah, I think color we set the red color because it's delete, right? It's delete, so color is red. We set some margin. Okay, 0, 15, 0, 35. Okay, it's looking good. I think it's okay now. If you want to change the color style, it's FA solid. Color is a golden color. Okay, you can change it according whatever you want. I just set some border radius 50%, so it's look like a circle. Fine, I think that's enough. We go to the delete functionality. Okay, yeah, go to the list. Yeah, when you click on that icon, then on that on click, just add a delete item. Now the interesting thing is that let me first add a const delete item. Deleted. So the interesting thing is that this is the another component. Items are coming from app.js, so all the items are in here, this array. I want to delete to the another file or the another component. Okay, so the item is coming in here, but when I delete from here, then how it affected to this array? This is the interesting thing. So we will cover, don't worry. But first let's see, is it when I click on that button, is that console is printed or not? Be clear, click, item deleted, it's showing successfully. Okay, now the another thing is that I just want to pass this delete item function, not from here. It affected to this app.js. Why? Because all items are in here. So I just removing this delete item. Go to here, I just add the delete item functionality. But how it get called? When I click on that the delete icon, by using props. Okay, so on click delete item, then after that we just passed here the function, this function, delete function. Okay, function, I just want to pass the function as a props. We already covered this video. Okay, so see in here, just pass delete button is equal to delete item, delete click equal to delete item. So that function is coming for here, but as a props name is that delete click. I copy the props name, go to here, and props name is that the delete click, and it call by using props dot delete click. Simple. Props dot delete click. Okay, now I just changed the message, item deleted from app. Let's see. Item deleted from app means that when I click on this component, but it rendered, or what we say that the function is called from this component. So how this is happen? Because of we pass the whole function as a props, and we call this function for this component. So when you hit on this button, then that function is called from the app.js file. Let me save it. Okay, now we have a element, or we have an index as well. So we need to pass the index or the element to this function parameter. We get it, and accordingly we modify the item array. Okay, now so here props dot delete click, and on that time we pass the props dot I think we need to get it the ID, not for key, we get it the ID, or you can also get the key. Get for the ID for here props dot ID, sorry, props dot ID is a parameter. It's delete click parameter, props dot ID. Okay, so we need to get that ID in here, delete item ID, and we just displayed here the ID. Let's see is that ID is printed or not. Add okay, delete item props dot delete click props dot ID. Now this is called like a arrow function, because we need to pass it as a ID as a parameter. So props dot, let's see now, 1 3 0 2. So that ID is passed successfully. Now the ID is get into this function. Accordingly we just need to filter out the items array. So there is one method, filter method of an array. Okay, we need to use it. So items dot filter. Okay, so inside this filter, the first element is a element, another element is the index. Okay, we just want to search it. Inside this we return, when you click on that the delete item 1 first index, and then except the first index I want to return all other element. So where the index is not match to that the deleted indexed ID. So except that element we need to return all other elements, and whatever elements is written I want to set it to the, so this result I want to set to the set items. This is the I want to set the new result. Save it. Now let's test it. Third item, it's deleted. First item, it's deleted. Now let me remove the console, and you can also set the items directly in here. Set items. So not required to use the one more variable and other things. Okay, you can just reduce the number of lines. Save. I think the functionality is done. Okay, I just reduce the width. It's 60%. Let's keep the 40%. 30. Okay, it's look good. Now let's test it. Just keep the hard refresh. So I just wake up 5 a.m. then do exercise. Do exercise 1 hour. Oh, let me delete it. Do exercise 1 hour, then breakfast at 7, go to school or college at, okay, then what we say that sleep night at 9, like that. You can do it. If you want to delete. If you want to add something, you can add it, delete it. Okay, so that ToDo operation is done. In this video we covered the lot of concepts. Like first concept is like using the React handle the state. Second thing, input text button, we handle the both the event on change, on click. Third thing, we use the components in the React, how to use a component, what we say that when the data is reusable, so we create a separate list component. Another thing is that how to pass the props function, how to pass a function as a props for the delete functionality. So we covered all those concepts in this video. Okay, so I think on that the next video we'll see the one more project is a keep node project. I know that the video goes to the very long, but I need to cover each and every concepts in deeply. So I think for that it's very helpful to you. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe this channel, and keep watching, keep learning. See you on next video. Bye bye.